I come from Hyderabad as well, like Zeba, and I've come 6 years ago in 2018, and I studied in Lambton College. Like you said, there are a lot of business management courses everybody's taking. So I've also taken a business management course at Lambton College. But once I finished graduating, I realized there were not a lot of job opportunities directly to get into sales or marketing. And that's when I felt that you can't battle alone. You need a group, you need a support system here in Canada. And that's when I came across people like Sukhjit and as well as other people who were always interested in volunteering. Kuch na karne, we have to do something for the community around, so that only once we give it to them, they give it back to us in some form. So that's how I got a job opportunity at one of the leading medical diagnostic companies, Dynacare. I worked there for 3 years. I went into healthcare, which is my background from India, and now I'm working at a clinical research organization.
Okay.
So future looks good, and I'm grateful for the opportunities here. Whatever expectations we have when we are coming, whether from India or any part of the world, it plays a huge role in Canada. You come with expectations that it's going to be a cakewalk. I'll get a big house, I'll get a big car, I'll get everything on my plate. It's not going to happen. Whether you're in India, whether you're in any country or in Canada, you have to earn your bread, you have to work hard, especially like you mentioned, skills are very important. And a lot of people, although there are a lot of resources from the government, are not informed completely of what they can utilize from the resources that are available. So along with mentorship, I also feel that every student needs to seek information correctly, not from friends or anybody else. Seek from the right resources, and I think you will all have a beautiful pathway ahead.
क्या आपने गाड़ी ली है?
नहीं, अभी तक
आपने भी गाड़ी नहीं ली है?
जरूर, मतलब क्यों नहीं है, बाद में ले सकते हैं, लेकिन जब when I was a student, definitely I didn't think of doing the mega purchases, because I feel every student should have a long-term vision, no matter what struggles they're going through. But since you asked me about struggles, I'll pick up 2 points. The first one is every student goes through a phase of loneliness when they come to Canada, because they don't have a family. Most of them do not have a support system. So that was primarily my major battle when I initially came. I was asking questions to myself as to how do I get out of this bubble? Like, will I remain lonely throughout this life in Canada, or should I go back to India? But then I think that's when I said, let me start interacting with people. Even if I go to Walmart or even if I go to my college, why should I just keep things to myself? How about I interact with everybody? And that's when this magic of opportunities opened up for me. So from how I recovered is through opening up myself. But if I lock myself in a room and say, life in Canada is difficult, there are no opportunities, no jobs, that is going to be your fate. And nothing is going to happen, and it will be a tough struggle. But the moment you step out, and every interaction, if you give some importance to it, I think the other person is very much ready to help you.
Okay.
So that's what worked for me here.
Okay.
I feel majorly, this may sound very different, but a psychometric assessment should also be done, which is a very similar thing to an interview. Because when you approach an agency in a country like India or China or anywhere around the world, they give you a very nice picture that everything is fine, you can just go to Canada and you'll live the best life of yours. But who is asking the candidate what they really want? What are they really planning to do in Canada? I think that is the missing part which they are coming here and struggling. Had you known exactly, even the Canadian government, had we known exactly why these people are coming here through an assessment, through a test or an interview, I think we'll be able to get the best candidates to Canada. Yes, we are a country who is open to everybody. Yes, we want people to come and learn and also contribute to the economy, but we want good candidates. We want somebody who will develop themselves and also help the country grow. Don't fall into society pressure, like Sweta mentioned, because 5 years down the lane, you'll feel bad as to why did you send your kid if you didn't have a real purpose. So focus on the kids' growth and you will get into good hands. Whether it's Canada or any country.
Okay.
Yeah, something I wanted to expand as well is, because we're taking an example of USA, there are loopholes. At the borders, we are soft against people. I feel right now, I still remember in 2018 when I came as a student, I was interviewed at the border as to why am I coming? Do I have the right study permit? Do I know which college I'm going to? Surprisingly, a lot of them don't even know which college they're coming to after coming here. So I think right at that port of entry, people should be very strict. And again, just because they enter, you don't leave them.
Yes.
Try and collect a report maybe yearly or maybe half yearly to see where they are. A strict system needs to come so that we can filter down who is actually entering our country and who is actually leaving.
And my feedback is कि यहाँ पे orientation होनी चाहिए बच्चों की when they come to the colleges. There should be orientation about the laws of the country, how is the society here in Canada. सारी वो जो orientation है, not the college orientation, but the societal orientation.
True.
ताकि उसको पता चले हम नई country में नए culture में जा रहे हैं. This is the good and bad of the country. वो orientation बहुत जरूरी है.
Zarur. And I just wanted to add, even when I came to the country, groups like Success and Innovation, because we interact with a lot of mentors and a lot of industry professionals, we get to know what are the criminal laws in the country, what are the tenancy laws in the
Yes.
country,
Yes.
how are we getting new opportunities.
Yeah.
Because we don't have this knowledge, people can easily tell us that there are no
Yes.
opportunities.
Yes.
But once you meet these professionals, you will know what the laws are and you will live as a better citizen in Canada.